Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, CaniSports, and welcome back to the Notts County career mode. As always, boys, thank you so much for watching this series. It is time. After 3 seasons, we are now in season 4, and this is the beginning of our Premier League journey. Yes, Notts County has made it into the Premier League, and it is time. We started off in League 2, first season, promotion. Next season, second season, we got into League 1, promoted again. Third season, Championship. Can we make it straight through into the Premier League? Yes, we can. That is season number 3, and now we are in season number 4, and you guys hopefully will smash that like button on this video, because honestly, boys, this is the biggest achievement. This is what we were working after, Premier League football, for these guys that you're seeing on your screen now. As I'm looking at the screen, I can definitely tell that my defense is not as good as my midfield and attack. Wagnerman, 71 rated. Van der Werf, 72 rated. Britton, 71 rated. Looking at this team, I knew that we have to improve our squad. Also, our midfield, Aydoğan, not a really high potential player. Godfrey, same with him. Good players for now, but they are going to be struggling in the Premier League. So I had to make some moves, and we had 58 million as far as I can remember, which I will show you guys in just a second right here. 58 million is the biggest transfer budget we ever had on the Notts County career mode so far. So right now, I'm just excited to spend the money on these players. I cannot wait to jump in there, send these pounds over to someone else, and get ourselves a decent player for the squad. Not only one, definitely a couple in this video. And we are starting off with the pre-season tournament right here for Notts County. Obviously, we are getting a little bit more money by now. 4.6 million from this European International Cup. We'll be up against a couple of decent sides, so definitely worth going into that, hoping to win it. Now, we are in the transfer window, and yes, we will be getting offers for our players. But first of all, I'm going for someone that I absolutely fell in love with today. Adams, Tyler Adams. As you guys might remember, we bought this guy in our AC Milan career mode, just like as a backup, nothing special. But oh boy, I just thought to myself, I have to get him into this team as well. He was an incredible player. So I'm getting him into this road to glory, because this is the type of career mode where you need this guy. At AC Milan, he is never going to be a starting lineup player for now. So Adams, I'm bringing you in. The American is joining our team. He is going to be playing in that CDM position from this point on, because mainly he has 93 stamina, high work rates, absolutely everywhere on the pitch, 90 balance on a 77 rated card. Yeah, that's insane. And even though he's quite small, he has a good amount of strength, and he has amazing slide and stand tackle. So for a CDM, we got ourselves the perfect player for now. Definitely a massive upgrade from Aydoğan, and he can play in the right back position as well if needed. So we have a couple of options for the future engine speciality as well. Now, after that, I thought, Godfrey, I love you, my man, but I need a high potential player. And this guy, Tonali, was suggested by you guys multiple times. He is just one of the main players that you guys have kept on suggesting in the comments down below. Can't speak English. And yeah, I wanted to go for him. Now, in this case, I didn't want to give away one of our big players, but Aydoğan, I thought to myself, you know what, we can get rid of him. And as soon as I saw the sum that they wanted to get for him, I was like, a 6.5 million player plus 11 million, or plus 14 million, what they asked for actually initially. That is huge. This guy must be an amazing player. So we are going ahead and we are offering the amount that we possibly can. It is just a little bit of negotiating right here. 12.5 is what they're asking for. I'm going to go back again. I'm going to say 11.8. That is going to be my last offer, and he's going to say yes. So we are about to bring in an incredibly talented player into our club. 40k is what I offered on his wages, because obviously I just didn't know. I just had to offer an amount that he wouldn't reject immediately, because I just thought to myself, we are now in season 4. If he is that much of an amazing talent, he has to be at a high rating, and it turns out he's 77 rated, which is 3 ratings above Aydoğan, who left our team, and he's 2 ratings above Godfrey, who has been scoring some amazing long shots for our team, who now will turn into a super sub for our squad. Tonali, 4-star weak foot, 5'11" tall. A lot of people have been naming him the next Pirlo in the comments down below, so that is the main reason why I brought this guy into the team. I want him to distribute the ball. I want him to be the guy with the vision, and we wanted to pair him up with an Italian right here. I'm going for Romagna, boys. 11 million is what I have to pay for this centre back, and we are offering 40k as well, because in the past I just had bad experiences with wages being offered to players, so I started offering 40k for absolutely everyone that I was going after. Romagna has joined into the team. At first I wanted to bring in Bastoni, but his team just wouldn't let him go, so sadly that didn't work out. But Romagna, 76 rated for 11 million. A lot of potential as well. I thought to myself, you know what? That's a good deal. We will get a lot more for this guy if we do sell him in the future. 76 rated right now, 24 years old, a little bit of experience in this young man, and hopefully he will be helping us out. So that is the replacement of Van der Werf in the team. He's going to help us out. And then I thought to myself, okay, I brought in 2 midfielders, I brought in a good centre back, and now it was time to bring in a good right back. And this is another player that Godfrey knows, because he used to play with Aarons at Norwich. Now Aarons is going to join us in that right back position, and an amazing transfer, because if you look at his stats in just a second, oh boy, 93 acceleration, 84 agility, 88 balance, 83 sprint speed, and he has above 80 stamina as well. He has great marking, which is very nice for a 74 rated right back. He has great stand tackle, high attacking work rate, which I love, and he can play on both sides of the pitch, which is nice as well. So overall, we have already brought in 3 or 4 actually amazing players. We have brought in Adams, we have brought in Tonali, we have brought in Aarons, and also what's his name? Romagna, sorry. So we have brought in 4 amazing players already. Boldewijn has left us, the guy that helped us out in the first couple of seasons. He has now left, and as you can see right here, we are looking at a couple of players, and this guy we signed on a pre-contract last year, so it was nice to see him join our team. A 73 rated player who not really is going to make it into the starting lineup yet, but seems to have some great passing play on him. 73 rated is not bad to have in the team. We got him on a free deal, so to say, and he's definitely going to be someone that we focus on as someone to sell in the future. So we're going to build this guy up and sell him in the future, or if he turns out to be an amazing player, we can just use him. But in this case, he can also play left back, so I thought to myself, do I use him at left back? No, he doesn't have the pace, so we took him off of that chance. Now, this is the big one. Hudson-Odoi. I really wanted this guy last time around. Finally, 17.5 million is what they agreed on. I offered 30k. It was everything that I had, and Hudson-Odoi once again walks out on us. I tried to buy him in the past, and yet again, I couldn't bring him into the team. He would have been such an amazing player for the cam position. So sadly, that deal didn't work out, so I went after another one. Ben Woodburn. Now, in this case, I thought to myself, he was on loan the first season, and the loan glitch is still a thing on this game. So Ben Woodburn could be a very, very talented player. So I decided to offer 9.9 million, and in the end, 40k for his wages. He is joining our team. That is a new cam in the team, and that is going to help us a lot in terms of competition. I want my players to compete with each other. Woodburn is on the same rating as Damsgaard. Obviously, he has more potential, I believe. I believe Damsgaard doesn't have that much potential, so Woodburn is definitely the better choice in this case, but they are quite similar in a lot of stats right here. Just a 4-star weak foot on Woodburn, which I really rate a lot in the cam position. 3-star weak foot on Damsgaard kind of holds me back quite often, and I played against Woodburn in my Liverpool career mode. He played for Besiktas and he completely destroyed me, so I really wanted him in this career mode. A cam has joined in, which doesn't mean that he will be playing in the starting lineup for sure. Let me tell you this, we have a lot of players waiting for that starting lineup spot. Now, the first game in the preseason, 1-1, second one, 1-1, third one, finally against Palermo, we got our win, which takes us into the next round against AZ Alkmaar. And we're going to go past that one as well. We are now halfway through July, hoping for a couple of good results, and we do get the win in the semi-finals on penalties. We are up against Hannover, and we get ourselves a little bit more money. 1.4 million added into the transfer budget once again, gathering a little bit money to go ahead and make some signings in the January transfer window. In this transfer window, we are done with players that are coming in. We lost against Hannover in the final, which is quite upsetting because we could have gotten at least 2 more million added into the budget. But in this case, we remain at 8.8 million. That is a good amount. We can work with that. Let's adjust the budget a little bit. In this case, we want to take it a little bit further to the left right here. The wage budget is going to be around 30k, and we will have around 8 million in the transfer budget. I believe that we can buy a very good player in January. The only low-rated position in our team right now is the left-back position, which is a 71 rating. We do get an offer for Oxlade-Chamberlain here for 390k. We will be accepting that offer. He has been in the team for quite some long time, and now it is time for him to leave. So goodbye, Chamberlain. Have fun at your new squad. Now, we get a huge offer for our goalkeeper, Svilar. It is a 14.4 million offer, and as you can see, I scouted a lot of players for the future. Maybe we might get some of those into our team in the January transfer window. But Svilar right here, 14 million. That was a huge offer, and he costs around 9.5. Like, that is his value. I genuinely started thinking about it. Do I sell him? Do I bring in an amazing signing? What do I do? And in this case, our goalkeepers on the bench are very talented. Yes, they have high potential, but they are just not there yet. It's not going to work out. Svilar has to stay in the team. Otherwise, if we now put in a 60 rated goalkeeper into our team against Premier League squads, we're just going to get destroyed. So I decided, you know what? We're not even entertaining this idea. We are sending Svilar away. On to our first game of the season. Manchester City, possibly the strongest squad in the Premier League. Now, obviously, we are 4 seasons in, so who knows what happened to the Manchester City squad. Obviously, players like David Silva, Fernandinho and such probably are not going to be playing anymore in this squad. Otamendi and all those boys. So it's a big question. Who did they replace those players with? So we're going to see their starting lineup in just a bit, but this is our team going into this season. Let's do this, boys. Let's play our first game in the Premier League. I'm so proud to see my team play against a Premier League squad right now. We have made it, boys. 3 seasons completed. 4th season. Here we are. Premier League football. Ederson in goal. They have Gumni at right back, who we know from our AC Milan career mode. Sandla, Mari, Durmisi, Garcia, Herrera, Douglas Luiz, Mahrez, Jesus and Diaz. Diaz, who just joined Real Madrid. So from the looks of it, you can clearly tell that the big boys like Sané, Sterling, Aguero, De Bruyne, all these players are gone, and we start off early on with a good shot. We are playing talented squad versus talented squad. Now, obviously, the other team is much higher rated, but we go at them. 31st minute right here with Woodburn. We played into Damsgaard. Damsgaard sees that run. Easy pass for him. Dilrosun on his left foot, passes it inside, and what a goal. I remember scoring these when we had Boldewijn and Manu in our team. If you guys have been here from the start of the series, you know exactly that we have scored a couple of these, especially in one match. We had the same goal twice, where Boldewijn crossed it over to Manu and he scored, and where Manu crossed it over and Boldewijn scored. This is the first goal of the season. Sabi into the top left corner. And that was quite surprising. I did not expect my team to do this well against Manchester City in the Premier League, and they started coming at us. Brahim Diaz down the left-hand side, passes it into Douglas Luiz, gets it back again, plays it to Durmisi. They go through down the wings, another amazing pass into Brahim Diaz. He crosses it in. Gabriel Jesus heads it. They don't score. Svilar makes a save. Quite easy one right there. But second half, they keep coming at us. Gumni with the cross. We try to get it away. Gabriel Jesus, too much space. Even though I tried to tackle him, it didn't work out. Gabriel Jesus makes it 1-1. Runs over to his coach. Hugs him a little. Says, play me next game, or I won't play for this club ever again. Gabriel Jesus, I heard, is a very egotistical player. I'm just joking, by the way. But here we go. Haaland is passing it into Woodburn. Woodburn could be passing it back. Decides to shoot on his left foot. 4-star weak foot. I thought to myself, in that case, we could have scored. Now, Manchester City, 79th minute. Big counter-attack? No. Arons gets the ball. We play it into Woodburn. Woodburn through into Haaland. Can he score? Can he make it 2-1? Yes, he can. We take the lead again against Manchester City, and Haaland is shushing Manchester City right there. That is interesting. He is holding up the #1. Does that mean that we are going to win the Premier League title in our first season with Notts County? No. definite no. You'll see. Haaland right here makes it 2-1, but then Manchester City, 92nd minute, referee doesn't blow the whistle. Yep, that's it. Put that hand down, Haaland. Put that #1 down. We concede. Durmisi with a great shot. He runs back to his coach, hugs him as well. Just a very unfortunate goal to concede. What a dream it would have been to start off into the Premier League season by just going ahead and just winning against Manchester City. Imagine us getting that done, but in this case, it just didn't work out for Notts County. It is going to be a 2-2 draw in the end, which still is an amazing achievement for a team that just 3 seasons ago was in League 2. Now to get a draw against Manchester City, hey man, I can't complain at all. There is nothing to say about this game. We get a loan offer though for Bashandi right here from Swansea City. We're going to accept that because we want this guy to be potential glitched. Now, 2-2 draw against Manchester City, as you guys know. After that, we actually beat Crystal Palace 3-0. I couldn't believe my eyes. And then we drew against Leicester. So it seems like our team is actually capable of competing in the Premier League. We are competing with these teams. I could not believe my eyes. I just thought to myself, how is this even possible? My defense is not good enough. My midfield is not good enough. My attacker is not an incredible striker. We get a draw against Brighton there. And then after that, we are up against Swansea, which was a draw again. And after 4 games, we are in the top 7. Top 7 in the league, and players were growing. Haaland 79, Tonali already +2 since he joined our team. Amazing talents. Bruno Fernandes 74 rated, and we get yet another player that we can go ahead and put on loan. George Hall, our Australian talent for the centre midfield position, who has some great stats, is now going over. Hopefully he will have fun at his new club. Now in September we started losing games, boys. That is our first loss of the season. Burnley beats us. Straight after that, Everton crushes us 2-1. And then Chelsea beat us 3-1. Reality has set in. We know our place now in the Premier League. It definitely isn't at the top of the league. It is in the mid-table or lower league table. That is what we are competing for right now. It's all about knowing what we can do, knowing what we can achieve, and going after it. We are basically, this season is all about fighting against relegation. Chelsea have beaten us just now. They are in the first position in the league, strongest team in the league. Newcastle turned out to be a draw, which I was very happy with. Against Fulham, we lost again. Fulham has beaten us 2-1. And against Liverpool, out of nowhere, we get 3 points. Now, maybe Liverpool just knew a Liverpool fan is doing this career mode. Let's give him 3 points, so I appreciate that. And we go into the next month with a positive mindset, but we lose against Bournemouth, and then we win against Watford, and it was time for the game against Spurs. I thought to myself, is this the time to jump in and play? We are in the 16th position. We are just 1 loss away from dropping down into the relegation spots, and we are playing against Spurs, who obviously have an amazing team. So I had to just jump in there. I had to play against them. I knew that this was a big game for Notts County. Manchester City, first game that we played this season, turned out to be a draw. If I can get a draw against Manchester City, I need to be able to score some goals against Spurs right here. But in this case, you have to realize Spurs wasn't a team put together of youngsters. This was still Eriksen, Kane, Son. All these amazing players were now up against me, and you could see the difference. Eriksen scores straight away. Sabi tries to get back into the game. 33rd minute. We get our chance. We hit nothing. We don't hit the target. It goes back into another attack for our team. We try to get that equalizer right before halftime. Adams pushing forward. Plays it at the perfect moment. Haaland turns around. Finesse shot trait for the win. Normally this guy would never score this goal. But yes, finesse shot trait and a nice celebration added into it. We score our goal. We are happy about coming back into this game right at the death of half time. And it was time to make these changes. And maybe it's time to make these changes permanently. Bruno Fernandes, boys, now 76 rated. He's 2 ratings above Sabi, which means we can now use him as our right mid. But due to his lack in stamina, we have to sub him off after every like 50-60 minutes every game. And here he goes. Van Leuven as well. 77 rated Cam is now in the game. Bruno Fernandes taking people apart. Passing it to Haaland. And he hits the post. This time the shot didn't work in our favor. And that's just how it is. You play against high rated teams. You get high quality players taking strikes. And Heung-min Son in that case scores. I don't know why the AI just keeps on running towards their coaches after they score the goals, but that is a ridiculous goal. Svilar beaten at the near post. And I thought to myself, well, that's the difference. Quality players with high ratings up against my team, I just don't stand a chance. Or do I? Adams plays it across to Van Leuven. Van Leuven passes it inside to Bruno Fernandes. He's starting to skill again. Bruno Fernandes getting past 2. Now the third one. He's waiting for him. He runs past him. Bruno shoots, scores. Unbelievable stuff in the 93rd minute. It is Bruno Fernandes stepping up and scoring again. Absolutely ridiculous. And he's holding his hands up. He's saying, what's going on? Where are the fans? Support us. This team can reach great scorelines like these. I know this is not a win, but this is special. Our youth academy talent, Bruno Fernandes, with, by the way, probably the best finishing stats in our team, is coming up clutch and scoring the goal for us. 2-2 against Tottenham. Amazing. Don't you just love it when you have these special moments with these young talents coming in and doing business, man? And right there, the game will be ending as well. We don't get another chance. They don't get another chance. Great result for the youngsters of Notts County. Come on then, lads. We go through though. We go into the calendar and we take a look. So that was the end of November. We are now in the last month before we go into the second half of the season. West Ham 2-1 loss. And every time we lose, it's like 2-1. I don't know. We do score, but we just concede too many. So in terms of scoring, we are not having issues, but our defense is struggling and we are still at the bottom. We are 16th in the league right now. We need to do a little bit better. And in terms of scoring, Ben Woodburn has been the main guy. 8 goals, 3 assists in that cam position, doing work. Sabi, 7 goals at that striker position, at that right midfield position. Haaland has scored 7 goals. Di Rosun 3 goals, 2 assists. Bruno Fernandes has scored that 1 goal that you guys have seen. Van Leuven has come in with 1 goal and 3 assists himself. And then it was time. I had to jump into another game. I couldn't wait that much longer anymore. I just wanted to win games and it had to happen. So we were up against Manchester United. That was the next big team that we were up against. And I just decided to jump in there and see what I can do. Straight on, early in the match, 15th minute, an incredible cross to an incredible finish. Chong, this guy with a very noticeable hair, is coming in with the strike, goes and hugs Mourinho. And this Manchester United team also had a lot of talents. We try to score there with Haaland. He gets very close to it, but Pereira makes a save. We get another cross in. This time it's going to be Sabi, and he hits it onto the post. We got really unlucky in this game so far. And 29 minutes in, Manchester United coming in with a couple of tiki-taka passes, as you can clearly tell. And Chong, now, look at him. Look at him, he's being chased by 2 players. We can't get the ball off of him. Now he has the ball again, gets past another one, passes it inside, and they score. And the only thing I'm going to take from this match is, I need this Chong kid in my team. How good is he? I really want him in my squad after he destroyed me like this, and it was time to make changes. Damsgaard is coming in, Fernandez is coming in into the squad as well, and Godfrey coming in for Tonali, who always seems to be a little bit down on stamina towards the end of games. In the 93rd minute though, yes, it's too late, but still, it's a goal for Godfrey. So Manchester United is going to be the first loss for myself this season. I tried to come back into the game, but they were just too good, and especially Chong was just running through my midfield every single time he had the ball. Passing play was on point, great shooting as well from Manchester United. They deserved the win. So Notts County, the first game that I personally played, I have just lost. But it wasn't that bad. I just knew our team is just not on that level yet. We just have to work harder, and we are going to do it. Manchester United has beaten us 2-1, and then against Wolves, another 2-1 result. And you can see over and over again, we just keep losing 2-1. And I don't know why. And I decided something big. I decided, you know what? Instead of playing the games against the big squads, let me play against the small ones and beat the teams that I have to beat in terms of the relegation battle. And Aston Villa definitely is that team. They are right above us. We are now in the relegation zone with 18 games played and 15 points. Something had to change. We had to get another victory. We had to go up to 18 points. It just had to happen in this game. Now or never was the question. And Aston Villa obviously is down there for a reason. They are not the best team in the league, and I just thought to myself, maybe I approached this season wrong. Instead of playing the games against the big squads where I probably will only get a draw, let's just play against these smaller teams to go ahead and score just like we do and get the win. And that is probably the better idea. We need to do well. We have to beat these teams that are fighting against us for to avoid relegation, and that was the right decision. And right here, Adams, the new transfer, tried to score a very nice goal. I absolutely love that kid, man. If he had good shooting, he would be such a good player. I'm obviously training his shooting already, boys. No worries. Here goes our own Pirlo, passes it into Haaland. Haaland passes it over to Lirosun. Lirosun wants to cross it back in, gets it back, bangs it on his left foot. 2-0 up against Aston Villa, and that was probably my best decision. I had to make this decision. I had to go ahead and play with these youngsters. I had to stop chasing down the big teams and imagining, oh, I can maybe get a top 7 finish. It's not gonna happen, boys. It's us fighting against relegation, and even Aston Villa scores against us. It's 2-1, and it was quite unfortunate. I thought I defended quite well in this game, but they came back into the game, and now they had a chance to score one more for the equalizer. And of course, Svilar gets beaten at the near post, and at that point, man, I was so disappointed. I just genuinely could not believe what I was seeing. I had to make changes. Bruno Fernandes now in the game. Dilrosun down the left. Godfrey in the game as well. Adams passes it to Bruno. Bruno has stepped up multiple times in big moments. Bruno, this is another big one. Can he get ourselves the goal? And yes, he can. In the 93rd minute, boys. The young talent from the youth academy, our own player, is scoring the goal to get the 3 points in the relegation battle against Aston Villa. Absolutely amazing stuff. These are the stories that this Notts County career mode is building. And Bruno Fernandes, once again, a true super sub. He's looking at the target, taking his shot. I took my risk there. I knew on his left foot, green timed finesse. It had to be green, otherwise it would not go in. And that is, my friends, 3 points for Notts County. And that was an amazing result. And that takes us into the month of January. And in January, boys, we are playing against some big teams. Chelsea, Tottenham, But then also we are playing against teams like Newcastle, who are also down there in the league table. We have to beat these teams. I have to focus more on those squads instead of focusing on the big ones. Newcastle is just above us. So in the next episode, we will definitely start by playing against Newcastle. They are just 3 points above us. And if we can get a win right there, that would be a huge result for our team. We are nowhere near of being in a secured spot to not get relegated. We only have 9 million right now, and we have to do some business in this January transfer window. Haaland, though, has grown to an 80 rating. That is the highest rated player in our team. 80 rated striker. Absolutely amazing stuff. So happy to see that. And also Svilar has grown to an 80. I gotta say though, I'm not happy with Svilar. If I get an offer for our goalkeeper, I might just go back and buy Leighton. I really loved Leighton in our goal. He was amazing. Or just at least buy someone else for the goalkeeping position. Both of our centre-backs at a 77 rating. Both of our CDMs on a 79. Both of our wingers on 77. The only low-rated position, so to say, is our left-back. And we are just hoping for the Egyptian young talent from the Youth Academy to come back into our squad and take over that left-back position. And we will do that. And luckily, I realized that it was time to go ahead and renew contract. Breno Fernandes is one of those players that wants his contract renewed. We are gonna obviously offer him the longest time possible, but as you can see, he wants to stay for another 5 years, and that's absolutely beautiful. That's what you want to see. He's committed to this club. He wants to become the main man in this career mode, and he's slowly getting there. I know that some of you guys would love to see him in a starting lineup right now, but there are still a couple of things that are issues with this man. He needs to grow in terms of stamina, otherwise it's not going to happen. And after all these contract negotiations with a lot of very important players, we now have 5.4 million and 52k in the budget. January transfer window is open. Help me, assistant coaches. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.